When it comes to influence, empathy is king. I'm just going to tell you that. Let me tell you first what empathy is not. Empathy is not being vulnerable. I know. The trend is let's all be vulnerable. I'm okay with it. Just make sure there's an outcome you're looking for. Don't be vulnerable just to be vulnerable. What's the point? I want you to think about what you're sharing and why. What impact does it have on other people? Let me give you an example. I did a podcast with an individual, and prior to going to the podcast, I knew his father had just passed away. Now, my father had passed away a little bit before that. When I went to the podcast, I showed up, I saw the person, and I said, "Hi, good to see you. I heard about your father. I'm really sorry." I can't imagine how hard that must be. And he began to tell me about his dad who passed away. At no point during this interaction did I say, my dad passed away too, and then start to offload what I went through. Why? Why did I not do that? Because that's not empathy. Because in that moment, it was about him. And it was about him and his dad, and him sharing with me his struggle and what he was going through. My job in being empathetic was to sit and listen and be there, which I did. Later on in the conversation, or actually towards the end, it came up organically. Yeah, my father passed away too, so I can understand what that was like. That was it. Sometimes we think empathy is, oh, you've been through this? Let me tell you, I've been through this too. But what you're doing in that moment is you're actually robbing them of that moment. You're making it about you. And what do we say in this chorus? It's not about you. It's about them. Let people have that moment. You don't need to share. You just need to be there and listen. Be an empathetic listener. Empathy also isn't, I know what you're going through. I've been there. Let's say, same scenario, my father hadn't passed away. If I turned around and said to him, "Oh, I know that must be hard." Do I really know? No, because my father never passed away. Do you follow? So think about how you're engaging people. Empathy is, that must be really hard. I can't imagine what you're going through. Empathy is, I'm sorry you're going through that. I feel for you. When you meet someone, be genuinely curious about them. Forget you. Don't even talk about you. You're going to use Ted. Tell me about yourself. Explain to me what you do for a living. Describe to me what you're looking for in friendships or relationships. Let them do the talking, and then really be curious, really be listen. Don't just wait to talk. Don't just wait to tell them what you want to share. Don't just wait to just own the conversation. Be there and be present. Show people that they matter. Show people that you are hearing them. Show people that you want to have a good relationship with them. Be genuine and be curious. If you bring bullshit, it's going to read. People can feel it. You've had it where maybe people impose things on you, try to lean you to go a certain way. How does that go for you? You get repelled from people. Keep this in mind too. Don't work so hard to try to find something in common with people. Sometimes we think, I have to find something in common with this person so that we can connect. It will organically happen. You can compliment somebody on their shoes or on their shirt. Yes, it's a great way to kind of open that dialogue, or maybe ask them about having children. Maybe you have children. You can do that. If it organically happens, the issue with trying so hard to find something in common with someone, it comes off fake. You may have been the recipients of that, where people are trying really hard to, oh, you do that, I do that. When it happens organically, wonderful, but don't work so hard to do it. Sometimes there's other ways to try to build bridges with people. When I did interviews on terrorists or terrorist sympathizers, I had zero in common with them. When I say zero, I mean absolutely zero. One of the things I did to help bridge that gap, I learned Arabic. I went to school at night to learn how to speak the language because I knew I was coming in a deficit. I knew I had absolutely nothing in common, and on top of that, I didn't even speak the language. So I thought to myself, well, what's some way I can build that bridge? Maybe I can do it through language. And it helped. The simple act or effort that I put in to try to understand somebody else's language or culture spoke volumes. Did it open the door the whole way? No, not off the bat. But you know what it did do? It opened that door a little crack. And that ray of light came in, and I thought, I can get my foot in the door. That's all I need. And then slowly, we opened the door. What I want you to do is put in the effort of trying. The research shows you just merely trying to connect with someone and understand them is enough. It opens the gateway to building trust, to building rapport. You can use this with a family member. You can use this with your kids. You can use this with a colleague. You can use this as a supervisor when you're trying to connect with your employees. That's what this is. And when people feel that you are actually putting the effort in to try to understand where they're coming from, and remember, you don't have to agree where they're coming from, but you can accept where they're coming from. I want you to draw people in. I want people to see you and for their faces to light up and say, I can't wait to speak to him. Oh, I want to talk to her. That's what we want. We want people to be pulled in. I want you to be a magnet, because when you do that, you're going to have not just better relationships, but more opportunities. More people will be coming to you. Hey, you know what? I've got a great project for you. Hey, you know what? I've got a new job for you. Hey, you know what? I heard so-and-so is hiring. They're going to present you with these opportunities because they know that you're genuine, that you want to communicate with people in a meaningful way, and you want to have relationships. Influence, by the way, is not something that happens fast. Forget the fast track. Forget, I want this now. You can get it now, it's not going to last. Put in the time and energy. I want you to plant all those seeds so that your relationships hold strong, so that your relationships hold over years, so that people you are doing business with don't want to leave to go do business with someone else. That's when you've got it locked in. That's when you've got trust, you've got empathy, you've got adaptability. You've got all these things together, and somebody else is looking at you thinking, there is no way I am leaving you to go somewhere else, because you are just that good for me. I like doing business with you. I like the way you try to understand me. I like the way you try to see my perspective. I like the way you adapt to problems and to issues. And I appreciate the way you try to work with me.